back. We've got a few big years of basketball coming up right here in the Valley. The men's Final Four, that's going to be happening at State Farm Stadium next year.
How amazing is that?
I know.
It's coming to town.
Yes.
And then the women's Final Four will be hosted in Arizona for the very first time in 2026. That'll be happening at our Footprint Center. And I spoke one-on-one with Jay Perry, who you may recognize for helping to host the Super Bowl in Glendale. Well, now she's the president of the men's Final Four host committee, and she also spent a number of years with our Phoenix Mercury, the Suns, and the WNBA. So looking back at last year's March Madness, the numbers came back super strong for the women's tournament. ESPN says the women's championship game averaged nearly 10 million viewers, becoming the most watched women's college basketball game to date.
Wow.
And the game was also the most streamed sporting event, men or women's, on ESPN+.
Okay, ladies.
And tickets for the women's Final Four games became more expensive than the men's. That's according to those ticket websites. And I asked Jay, as a person who's been at the top of her game when working for our local sports teams and also the Women's League, what she thought of these trends.
You know, the great thing is we're making progress, and there is an appreciation, and there is growing support, and there is growing engagement, and we need all those things. We need fans to attend games, we need fans to watch games, we need sponsors to support teams, because again, it gets back to it's a business, and so we need to make sure that we're supporting women, you know, in a similar fashion to how we support our men's teams.
And when the women's Final Four comes right here to Phoenix in April of 2026, this will be the first time in a while that games have been held in Mountain or Pacific time zones. In 2012, it was held in Denver. In 1999, in San Jose, California. So I'd say it's about time for it to come out west.
About time.
And coming up at 5:30 this morning, we're going to hear more from Jay Perry on the upcoming 2024 men's Final Four games. Those games are coming to Glendale. And of course, you're probably wondering, can I get tickets?
Of course. That sounds like a good time.
Okay, you can, and a deadline is coming up. More on that is coming up in our next hour.